Well, something kinda crazy happened. There is now a version of Wookieepedia and Star Wars Explained actually in Star Wars. The new mixed reality game Beyond Victory has a silly reference to our channel and the incomparable Wookieepedia hidden away in some Arabesh text. So now I get to explain Space Wars Explained, but let me set up some context first. In 3 episodes of Star Wars Rebels, you can find posters and images of something called Space Wars. The words are written in Arabesh, and the characters featured very closely match figures from the original concept art for Star Wars. Well, I guess even in Star Wars there are nerds who obsess over and catalog the details of their favorite franchises, because Beyond Victory gave us a much better look at Space Wars. In the game, a new image can be found featuring the same characters who the text labels as Kane and Terran. This time, the art seems more like the cover for Splinter of the Mind's Eye, the very first Star Wars novel ever written, not counting the novelization for the movie itself. 3 paragraphs of Arabesh translate to, "Until the recent Great Rebellion, the Dainogas were the most feared warriors in the universe. For 100,000 years, generations of Dai perfected their art as the personal bodyguards of the king. They were the chief architects of the invincible Royal Space Force, which expanded the king's power across the galaxy, from the celestial equator to the farthest stars. Now these legendary warriors are all but extinct. One by one, they've been hunted down and destroyed as enemies of the new galactic kingdom by a ferocious and sinister rival warrior sect, the Legions of Latau. On a remote world, our freedom fighters are on a quest to find a mythical artifact to help them push the dark forces and bring back hope to the galaxy once more." If that sounds vaguely familiar, it's because it's basically an opening crawl for a Star Wars movie. But if it sounds specifically familiar, it's almost exactly the same as the very first draft George Lucas ever wrote for Star Wars. The first 2 paragraphs are identical, and then the 3rd paragraph sets up a quest to find a mythical artifact. Considering the image's similarities with Splinter of the Mind's Eye, Kane and Terran are probably searching for the Kyber Crystal, which isn't quite the same as the Kyber crystals that power lightsabers. It's a different artifact from that novel that shares the same name, but anyway, below that are 2 short reviews of this story. One says, "Space Wars has the best, deepest, and most detailed world building since Corellian graffiti, the type of lore we love to analyze and archive. It's written by Holopedia and is obviously a reference to Wookieepedia and the tireless people who work hard to catalog everything in Star Wars. I love the additional reference to American Graffiti as well, the movie George Lucas made right before Star Wars. That's hilarious." The other review says, "The most exhaustive and painfully descriptive holodrama I've experienced. Eager for the sequel." And it's written by someone or something called Space Wars Explained. I'm not sure who that's a reference to, but whoever they are, they sound like a couple of shills. But seriously, this is wild, and I have to say thank you to Maddie T, who brought this to our attention on Twitter. I don't have a meta quest, so I can't play Beyond Victory yet, and I don't know where this is exactly, but I'm honored and also baffled. It starts to hurt my brain a little bit to think that there is an in-universe version of Star Wars, and even there some nerd is obsessing over the painfully descriptive details. I wonder if Space Wars Explained also has some minor pilot character they love way too much. Jokes aside, I genuinely love this. I love how out of the way and specific this Easter egg is, and that you would have to be able to read Arabesh to even find it. I spend so much time reading Arabesh in Star Wars shows, and the translations are usually not surprising. But this is so nerdy, and nerdy is perfect. So thank you to everyone who made this possible. Specifically, thank you to Steven Zavala, art director and production designer at ILM, who reached out to confirm this is in fact a nod to us and Wookieepedia. Steven wrote all the in-universe text for the game and said he wanted to include a little shout out. So thank you. It truly does mean a lot to us. We've already got some very dumb ideas for our next April Fool's video. Like Space Wars Explained says, we are eager for the sequel. But that's it for today. I just wanted or needed to cover one of the coolest things that's happened on this channel so far. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on our socials, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.